everyone, and welcome back to the Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy. In the last episode, we had begun the quote-unquote Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. We had begun episode 1, Countdown, which introduced us to Athena and her, well...
I'm late, sir.
You're not late. You're like, what, a second late? You're okay. Yeah, so we got introduced to Athena, I don't know if she's going to be the new main character or what, and her mood matrix thing, special power that she has. Phoenix Wright is back in the saddle as a lawyer. Apollo...
W the can cover tell you who the evil.
Oh yeah, but the cover, we knew the cover, we knew the... We knew in episode 1 the guy was evil anyway, because he's actually holding the bomb, and it's like, oh, I need to pin on that little girl. We actually see Ted Ternate actually do it. It's just getting there is the interesting part. But yes, so we finished up the mood matrix, and found a banged up Apollo from his, from the explosion, because he's now, that happened, yeah, so, the cord exploded, and Apollo was, accidentally got caught up in the blast and all that, and now he's in bandages and stuff, and yeah, and we have this beautiful art style, might I add. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Now this feels like lobby music. It really does. That was so exciting, boss. We did it! True to form, you just managed to just barely pull it off at the last moment. True to form? Gee, I never knew you had such a glowing opinion of me. Thank you for everything you're doing. You did great, Miss Woods. You really stuck it out. And you got really brave at the end. Just when we needed you most, Junie. Thanks to you, we were able to turn things around. Well, you were the one who gave me that courage, Tina. Really? Thanks. Oh, so be honest, was I any help at all? That is such a derpy sprite.
You know what that means.
It's the 3 primary colours. Yeah. There's the 3 primary colours. Is that where we're going from here? Red, blue, and yellow are the 3 primary colours. Is that where we're going with this? Of course. Without you, we would never have got out of that tight spot. That's good to hear. I may still have a lot to learn. I mean, I'm going to give it my all.
The magicians.
Yeah? Because Thalassa was blue. Oh, now I've got to think. Well, you could say that as a push, but, well, I guess it's because to me, Zach Grammar was more of a pinky colour than red, but you could also see it like that. And then Valent was yellow. I'll be so good that one day you'll call me your partner. That's what I like to hear. Analytical psychology. The ability to solve riddles of a person's heart. I think this true potential is beginning to really shine through right now. Hey, where's Apollo anyway? Good question, actually. I almost forgot about him. Yeah, I mean, he has just kind of started, but I kind of forgot about everything that...
Unveil in last game at last case, so you will never remember it.
Fair. I assumed he'd still be here in the lobby. Oh, I know. Maybe he's still in core room number 4. Core room number 4? What are you doing at the scene of the explosion? When I came out to the lobby to rest, I told Apollo about Bummer Brainy. I told him I dropped Rainy in the car room as I was trying to escape before the blast. And then Apollo said he had an idea where Rainy might be, so we went to take a look together. Huh. Because Apollo can be pretty nice when he wants to be. So you went looking for Rainy together before you were called back into courtroom number 5? Yeah. He had some time to rest, so I was able to go and look for him. But then he called me into courtroom number 5 to testify. Ah, great. Okay, this is going to be interesting. I had a feeling it might be, because there is no introductory case that I've played so far that has been split up into 2 days already. So that's why I kind of split it up when I did. Apollo insisted on staying here, though. With all those injuries, I wonder how he's managing. I think Apollo might have figured something out. I wonder what it was. He told me I'm gonna look for evidence to clear your name, Juniper. Just maybe he found a new piece of evidence? Anyway, we better go and get him then. Good idea. December 17th, 12:11 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 4.
Where are you, Apollo? Trial's over for today.
Yeah.
Come on, I know you're...
No.
Oh.
Oh!
He dead.
So yeah. So like, ooh, yeah. But we've only just met the guy. We've had one game with him, and he's already dead. The fuck. December 18th, 9:34 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 5. This isn't exactly how I envisioned the second day of this trial to start. But given how things ended yesterday... Good morning. God, you could cut the tension with a knife. Jesus fucking Christ. The move sure is tense.
Dead, just unalive.
No, he's not dead, just unalive. Yeah, because YouTube and censorship. If I say the D word, then I'm probably going to get demonetized. So he's just unalive. He is a zombie. Yeah. Not that that's any surprise. Yeah, exactly. It's not a surprise that he's a zombie. It's Apollo. We all knew he was going to come back as a zombie at some point. He is like the William Afton of this franchise. Oh, hey, did you read the paper this morning, boss? Huh? paper? That came out of left field. You didn't read it? Oh, you don't know the big news. Somebody spotted That's just Athena's thing now. Somebody spotted a snowman way up in the mountains. You good there, Athena? Yeah, you just had a bit of a mini stroke. It's fine. Tell me now you know the difference between a paper and a tabloid, Athena. It might show up in the forest where you live, Junie. You know, the abominable snowman. Yeah, that was a mini stroke. I just don't think I can say the word. It's okay. I know what you mean. Oh, well, if that's the case, then you better watch out, okay? Yeah, I don't think that's what you meant, was it? You really should read the story for yourself. I couldn't even bring to do it justice. Justice? Huh? Oh, poor Apollo. It's all my fault. Oh, Julie, what was I thinking? Oh, I'm so sorry. What we found yesterday was not Apollo's dead body, thank goodness. Oh, thank God for that. I was going to say, we just met the guy. He'd been assaulted by someone with a blow to his head and was lying unconscious. We rushed him to the hospital right away, and looks like he's going to pull through. But still, what a shock to stumble onto a scene like that. Is Miss Woods alright, Athena? Well, I managed just to get her to stop crying. Now she's resting on the sofa over there. Guess she really feels responsible for what happened to Apollo. Poor Junie. She believes that the reason Apollo was attacked.
Ratopia is in riot. Be back in minutes.
Oh no. I predict a riot. I predict a riot. I predict a riot. I predict a riot. It's somebody left in here. And I don't wanna be happy. It's because he was helping her look for something in that courtroom. Oh. Well. Guess I can see why she'd feel a response. I guess I can see why she'd think like that. By the way, how are you doing? Who, me? Yeah, you. I know you're concerned about Miss Woods, but are you alright? Me? I'm doing just fine, boss. I mean, yeah, it was a huge shock, but I'm alright. People who study analytical psychology are great at times like this. After all, they've learned how to control their own emotions too. Somehow, I don't think it's as easy as she makes it sound. But there's no denying, she's a real trooper. Apollo doesn't remember a thing, does he? Yeah, he can't recall anything from the time right before he was assaulted. Not about what he was doing in courtroom number 4, or who assaulted him. This is probably due to that hit he took to the head. Assaulted in a court of law and losing your memory at that. I know how that feels. Yeah! Whatever his name was from, like, game number 2, I think it was, that hit me round the head with a fire extinguisher and then somehow stole my phone. What's that all about? Bitch? God, the references! I'm so glad I played the fucking original trilogy now, eh? But who in the world would do such a thing, huh, Mr. Right? Just wait till I get my hands on the coward who had Apollo. No, Athena. I thought you said you were in control of her emotions. Let's just focus on helping Miss Woods, okay? But I admit, I'm just as upset as you. Okay, boss. You're right. Apollo's assailant can wait till after we clear Junie's name. Sorry, what was that? Wait, what? 2 game in first case to committed con artist. What? Con artist? Which one are you talking about again? No, I'm talking about one of the introductory cases, but I can't remember whether it was Game 2 or Game 3. I can't remember whether it was Justice for All or Trials and Tribulations. Phoenix got hit round the head by someone with a fire extinguisher or something. That's the spirit. Now, let's see. I'd better check the court record one more time before the trial starts.
Case 1.
Con artist. Yeah. Oh, I can't remember. I just remember that Phoenix got whacked around the head and lost his memory. That's all I remember. That's Mr. Right. I'm ready when you are. All right. Let's get ready to rumble. You bet. Everything that happened with Apollo, I didn't have time for a proper investigation. I can't let that stop me, though. I have to get this right, for Miss Wood's sake. And Apollo's, too. December 18th, 9:50 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 5. Day 2, court is now in session. All rise. Court is now reconvened for the trial of Juniper Woods. And the prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Defendant is policewoman and victim is policeman. The culprit is con artist.
Yes. Yeah. That's the one. Maggie Bird, or Maggie Bird. If I remember her name correctly. And the guy who was the murderer, the con artist, was also the guy who hit Phoenix Wright round the head with a fire extinguisher, making Phoenix lose his memory and also stealing his phone. But you know, the defense is also ready, Your Honor. Now then, I believe I instructed the prosecution to further their investigation and inspect my HD-ness. I love it. Were you able to locate the remote switch in question? And do you like me in this HD portrait? I'm afraid the remote switch is still missing, Your Honor. Also, you look absolutely fabulous. I will do anything to make you happy, Your Honor. I must say I'm disappointed, Mr. Payne. Not angry, just disappointed. I apologize, Your Honor. So the prosecution is just as unprepared as I am. There is a separate matter, however, that I would like to bring up during this trial. A separate matter, you say? And what might that be? As you may be aware of another incident occurred during yesterday's trial, I speaking of course of the assault on Mr. Justice in the ruins of courtroom number 4. Why is he bringing that up? Yes. What a truly harrowing experience it must have been. Poor Mr. Justice. At the time of the attack, Mr. Justice was not alone. He was with the defendant, Miss Juniper Woods. He isn't going where I think he's going with this. Is he? The prosecution wishes to indict Miss Woods in the charge of Mr. Justice's assault. Jesus Christ. Talking about wrong place at the wrong time. Order the court. Mr. Payne, this is under deliberation here is the courtroom bombing. The assault on Mr. Justice has nothing to do with this trial. But I believe there is a connection between this case and Mr. Justice's assault. Please take a moment to consider these facts. Both events have occurred in courtroom number 4. This is the location courtroom number 4 when the unconscious Mr. Justice was discovered. And as you can see, it's quite close to where Detective O's body was found. It's literally on the other side of the courtroom. How is that quite close? In any way, shape or form. The question is, why did the culprit feel the need to maliciously attack Mr. Justice? Why indeed? What do you believe their motive to be, Mr. Payne? I believe Mr. Justice found something in the courtroom while Miss Woods was with him.
Evidence to think at her as the perpetrator of the bombing.
You mean he found some incriminating evidence?
Precisely, and so I surmise that the vendor picked up a piece of rubble and hit Mr. Justice in the back of the head in order to silence him.
Objection!
Jeannie would never do such a thing. She was devastated when we found Paul hurt like that.
Miss Sykes, please control her outbursts again.
It is the prosecutor's belief that by deliberate...
I've become more stupid the more progress I made.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I can't lie. That sounds about right, yeah.
It is the prosecution's belief that by deliberating Mr. Justice's assault, it will draw ever closer to the truth of Conroe bombing itself.
Very well. Miss Woods is hereby officially indicted on the charge of assaulting Mr. Justice.
What? Why are you listening to Mr. Dupay over there?
Although, considering our conversation yesterday,
I think Apollo might have figured something out.
wonder what it was.
You know me, I'm going to look for evidence to clear your name, Juniper.
Maybe the two incidents really are related after all.
I would like to start by hearing from the defendant herself.
Very well. Bailiff, please bring Miss Woods to the witness stand.
It's alright, Woods.
I'm sorry. I can't seem to stop.
Miss Woods. Okay, she's still really upset about Apollo.
Miss Woods, you went to the ruins of courtroom number 4 with Mr. Justice, didn't you? Yes, I did. Good.
Hang on a second.
Witness testimony. Alone with Apollo.
During the trial yesterday, I was overcome by a fit of coughing. Apollo stayed with me and went to the courtroom ruins together. But then I was called back to this courtroom to give testimony. Apollo insisted on staying behind in courtroom number 4. I swear I didn't attack Apollo. Why would I allow such a good person to kill?
So, Mr. Justice stayed by your side while you were feeding Godwell. What an admirable young man. I thought his loud voice was his only outstanding feature.
He may look like a little imp at times, but Apollo can be really nice too.
She didn't know how to risk backhanding that one out.
But one has to wonder, why did Mr. Justice stay behind in the ruins?
I think Apollo might have figured something out.
Something? What kind of something?
Something to do with the courtroom bombing. It's kind of something, I think.
Oh, new evidence for the case, was it? Oh, now that's a very big kind of something indeed.
I believe so. He mentioned looking for some evidence when I was called away.
Objection!
Just as I thought, there is a connection between the two incidents. Well, the defendant has told a very big lie, Your Honor.
And what lie is that?
When she learned Mr. Justice would be, why am I turning into SpongeBob SquarePants, Mr. Krabs? I don't know what's going on. Yeah! When she learned Mr. Justice would be looking for evidence, she attacked him. She attacked him to give herself the chance to destroy that evidence. No, I never.
Objection!
Miss Woods repaid Mr. Justice his kindness with violence. We found the proof of her founding in there in the courtroom ruins.
What on earth? Do you see it? Do you see it? There, for Mr. Justice's right hand. Witness the message he left us. It's written in blood. W-O-O-D-S.
Like Israel lies.
Israel lies. What? Why isn't that? That's right.
Get banned by Google.
Let's hope not. No. Let's hope not. That's right, Your Honor. It says Woods in capital letters. What? What? I submit that Mr. Justice left us with the name of his attacker before he fainted. Oh, my eye.
No, that's not true. Why would Apollo write my name?
Mr. Wright, the nerve of him saying that, leaving that message. Why would he do this? Hey, don't take it out on me. I don't understand it any more than you do. We discovered Apollo yesterday.
No.
I didn't even have a chance to rush over to him. As soon as security heard Athena's scream, they ran in and cordoned off the area. After that, we were in courtroom number 4 with Apollo the whole time. We couldn't investigate anything ourselves. I had to leave everything to the police. The end? What do you mean, the end? Which part of the end? Still, I never thought they would find some bloody writing there. Now then, please begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Alone with Apollo. During the trial yesterday, I was overcome by a fit of coughing. Apollo stayed with me, went to the courtroom ruins together, but then I was called back to this courtroom to give testimony. Apollo insisted on staying behind courtroom number 4. I swear I didn't attack Apollo. Why would I ever hurt such a kind person?
Hold it!
Press and guess. Everyone loves a good press and guess. Do you always cough when you get nervous, Miss Woods?
Yeah.
I remember I got banned by YouTube by I just can open YouTube with it.
Oh. Bit weird.
Mr. Wright, please don't make Miss Woods nervous by pressing her so ruthlessly.
But that barely even qualified as a quasi-question.
Let's up and relax with
A little small talk before we dive into the cross-examination. You know, ask her about her hobbies and her crushes and stuff. Her crushes? Really? I don't know about this.
Hold it!
Why exactly did you go to the courtroom ruins?
We went to look for my medicine to stop my coughing.
Your medicine? Well, why would your medicine be in courtroom number 4?
I dropped it in the heat of the moment. Rainy. He was keeping my medicine safe for me. He has a little compartment that I can put things in, you see?
And Funny Fanty has the same type of pocket. That's where the bomb was inserted.
I had to put my medicine for my coughing fits inside Rainy. When I told Apollo about it, he said he'd help me go look for him.
And 10 you can subscribe to yourself.
I did not know that. But I think they removed that, because I can't subscribe to myself.
There was so much rubble in there. I was worried, but there was no rubble or anything in front of the witness stand.
It's happening again.
So when we got inside, Apollo went straight there. And started looking for Rainy in the area. He was so nice of him to do that for me, in spite of all his injuries. Apollo is so strong and kind, just like the trees in the forest.
The way she makes him sound, you'd think Apollo was some kind of ancient god. Oh, wait. so that's why you went to the ruins. I see. That seems to cut an important fact. Please attend to your testimony, Miss Woods.
Started looking for bum wrap riding near the witness stand where there was no rubble.
Objection!
So he started his search with the witness stand, you say?
That's right. I guess maybe he wanted to start from the furthest point in the room.
Jesus Christ. God. Right. Let's try that.
He's been so brave. And strong.
That's odd. Under the circumstances, he shouldn't have been capable of that.
But he was, and he still is. He might not look it, but he really is brave. And kind too.
No, that's not the part I'm finding fault with. Someone has a crush on Apollo. What you are claiming is something that no one should have been able to do.
But anyone can be brave and kind if they wanted to, Mr. Wright.
True, anyone can be brave and kind, but if you would please take a look at this diagram. With the courtroom in this state, how is it possible to walk up to the witness stand?
Oh!
I see your point. The rubble blocks off the access to the area of the witness stand.
Does such a tiny inconsistency even matter? Perhaps the witness is simply misremembering it.
Great, now I'm not so sure it matters.
A man doesn't make mountains out of molehills, you know.
But that's precisely what Mr. Wright does best.
I call slander, Your Honor.
So, is it really impossible to approach the witness stand? I have to say it's a bit hard to tell with any accuracy from just this diagram. Mr. Payne, do you have any other photos of the crime scene?
Let me see, Your Honor. Yes, we have one more. Here it is. A bit pulled back from the photo I presented before.
And that looks like it's been moved. What's that hunk of metal on wheels? Mr. Payne, is the metallic object in the photo Mr. Tonate's bomb transport case?
That's right. Is there some problem?
Ah, yes, the transport case was there in the courtroom before when the bomb went off. It must have been there ever since.
Oh, that's it.
Miss Woods, have you remembered something?
Yeah, I just realized. Its position. It's different from before.
Its position? The position of what?
The position of that big metal thing.
The bomb transport case?
Yeah. When Apollo and I went there, it was in a different place. And where the case is in the photo was in open space, so it was easy to search his stand.
I see. So where the transport case went... Where was the transport case?
BTW my Ratopia now
When?
at day 55 its costume difficulty, and I crank it up to invasions. Wave enemy is hard is 1.25x, and mine is 2x and pretty.
Touche, god damn it. God damn, fair play.
As I believe it goes more to the right.
To the right?
That means...
In that case, the case was over there at the time of Apollo's attack.
Who cares where the transport case was when? What difference does it make? It has nothing at all to do with what we were talking about.
Oh, odd. The transport case has everything to do with this discussion. In fact, it's so important that it's enough to turn the prosecution's argument on its ear.
I broke it again.
I think you broke it again, yeah. I don't know why this does this. I don't know why. I don't like it sometimes, but there we go. What?
Well, that certainly sounds very relevant indeed. And you sound as though you know where the case was at the time of the attack.
Yes, sure. The diagram represents the crime scene as shown in the photo. And this is where the transport case was at the time of the assault on Mr. Justice. I have this. The bomb transport case was here at the time of Apollo's attack.
Take that!
Or it can't say long, very long word / sentence.
True, yeah. That's what I don't like, though. Your Honor, I assert this is where the transport case was at the time of the assault. But that's...
Inconceivable!
Miss Woods, was this where the transport case was when you saw it?
Yeah, that's where it was.
Thank you, Miss Woods. I'm sure the court has noted an interesting fact about this position.
The transport case covers writing in blood.
Exactly. If the transport case was in that position at the time of the assault, then no message could have been written there because the case was in the way, which leads us to conclude that Mr. Justice couldn't have left that bloody writing.
Stephen Hawkins will come.
Oh, I'm assuming Ted tonight. Well, of course, he's got to. It's his bomb transport case after all.
Why should we believe the defendant's claim when the case was in a position? She's obviously lying.
The fact that the case was moved after the assault on Mr. Justice is proved by more than Miss Wood's testimony alone.
What? Where is this proof you're talking about?
It's right here in the crime photo.
I'm keen to see this proof myself, Mr. Wright. What in this photo indicates the transport case was moved after the assault?
Take that!
Please take a look at the mark that runs over Mr. Justice's bandages here.
I see it, but what is it?
This mark was done by one of the casters from the transport case carrying the bomb, and the case was moved. As the case was moved, it ran over his bandages. In other words, the transport case was originally to the right of Mr. Justice. Then, after Mr. Justice was assaulted, the transport case was moved.
What?
Just as Miss Woods said, the case was covering the writing at the time of the assault. Therefore, it is impossible for Mr. Justice to have left that message in blood.
No! You did it, boss. It was a real nail biter, but you pulled it off.
Yep, I should bring down the prosecution's claim like house cards.
Order in the court. Mr. Wright, that was a very clever deduction.
Ah, isn't that the honor? Another poor genius, take that. This judge is like Joe? What do you mean, Joe? Joe Mama? Oh. Go on, still type it though. I want to see a hear text-to-speech set.
Boss, there's a definite smug and braggy vibe coming off from you.
I have just one question, though, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
If Mr. Justice didn't leave this message in blood, then who did?
Norma Macho is not that bad, it's Joe Biden.
Fair. Fair enough. Well... Looks like I should have taken that train of thought through to the last station.
Well, I've heard a lot about this. So this is Mr. Wright's famous bluffing technique, is it?
Ah, this feeling. Oh, it brings back memories of the old days. Back when you carved out a name for yourself by bluffing your way through thick and thin.
Gee, Mr. Wright, the judge kind of makes you sound no better than a two-bit con man. You made your argument with such confidence, Mr. Wright. Now I'd like to hear your answer with just as much confidence.
Hey, until the judge asked the question, you didn't catch on either, Buster.
What now, boss?
I hope you didn't bluff your way into a corner. Think, Phoenix, think. There must be a way through this. I had to dig my way to the truth somehow.
Alone, it's a really bad situation.
Yeah, we love global news. Who could have written that message in the blood? If Apollo didn't leave that bloody writing, maybe it's Apollo's attacker who wrote it and made it look like Apollo did it. That seems like the most reasonable explanation. But wait a minute, I just realized something, boss. What is it? The name on the blood in the photo. It doesn't look like Apollo bled very much.
Someone else.
I wonder if it's possible to write out words with just this much. Hey, you're right. Good thing Apollo didn't lose that much blood. That might be a factor why he survived the assault. And since there's so little blood, that pretty much rules out his attacker, huh? so, but if it wasn't his attacker, then who else could it have been? Who could have written that message in the blood? If it was Apollo, who could have left the bloody message? I mean, it's gotta be.
This person left the bloody writing.
Do I really need to base my claim on something? Boss!
Of course you do. Don't tell me you have to do anything at all to back up your assertion.
Nothing in particular, really.
That won't do, Mr. Eyes, but a penalty will make up for your deficiency very nicely.
So it wasn't Apollo or his attacker. When you think about who was at the crime scene, there's only one other person who it could really be. Oh yeah. Wasn't there another person who shed blood at the crime scene? Then it must have been Candice.
Take that!
To be honest, I don't actually have a real proof of this. But I've come this far. There's no turning back now. Besides Apollo, there was one more person who shed blood at the crime scene.
A person who shed blood? You don't mean...
Oh, my finger itches. Oh, but I do. I believe it was Candice R. who left behind this message in blood.
What?
Jesus Christ. But why is it all the way over there, then? What? Detective Arm? Are you sure you know what you're doing here? Not really?
Objection!
What kind of ridiculous assertion is that? If you had said the attacker left the message to throw people off, it might have made sense.
At first, that would seem to be the most reasonable explanation. However, Apollo didn't shed enough blood to write such an extensive message.
No.
Ah, I see. Even the photo makes it clear there wasn't enough blood to write all those letters. And Mr. Justice did survive. I hope he didn't bleed very extensively in that case.
But why would Detective R write the defendant's name? There's no connection between the two whatsoever. You didn't even know the lady was killed. I admit the investigation didn't turn up any connection between the victim and the defendant.
Jesus Christ.
They've never even met each other.
That's very true. Well then, let's see. Well, maybe the intended meaning of the message is not what it appears to be.
The intended meaning?
Not what it appears to be?
Maybe the message...
Maybe the message was not intended to be Woods.
Coming from you, that's quite a bold statement, Mr. Wright. You wish to assert that this bloody writing could mean something other than meaning? Wait, what? Could have some other meaning?
Yes, Your Honor. There's something I pulled out of a wormhole. It could turn out to be true, right?
Objection!
Clearly says words, as anyone can plainly see. What other meaning can it possibly have?
Objection!
But Candice R was a detective. Maybe Woods only made something to the police, like a police scanner code, for example.
I didn't think of that.
You may have tricked his honor, but you'll never get the best out of me. I have a thing for studying on the weekends, as you may have already guessed. There's no such radio code as words in this state there, Mr. Wright.
Is that a fact?
Oh, don't look at me.
I know as much as you do about police codes.
Enough of this. I was quite taken with the defense's theory. But if we can't substantiate it with anything, then I must end things here.
No, please wait, Your Honor.
Very well, but before we discuss this theory any further, I demand a plausible explanation. So, Mr. Wright, what is the true meaning of this bloody writing?
Well, I believe it's...
And no stalling. If you can't come up with an answer quickly, I will declare this discussion officially over.
Oh, I'm in trouble now. What meaning could it have besides the obvious one? Maybe it was something in another language? Or maybe it's a code. Think, Phoenix, think! You can do this.
Which piece of evidence will tell us what the word words really means?
Take that!
The bomb transport keys?
Yeah. It's the only thing, because it's... So I've played my fair share of this sort of thing. It's just added a couple of extra strokes. I played Danganronpa. Instead of adding strokes, they were wiping out strokes. But it's L and then weird little extra stroke 1. If you take out, so down, diagonal up, and then diagonal down, if you take out the diagonal down from the W, it becomes L100 15, and then you can just about make out the R as on the rubble. Take a look at the numbers on this case, Your Honour. L10015R.
L100. What does that have to do with anything?
What can those numbers possibly have to do with the case at hand?
And now, please take a look at the bloody writing shown in the crime photo.
Oh, I think I see it.
Atta girl, that's one on my side. It says woods.
Or you could say it's a horse of a different colour, Your Honour. And the first character is a W, it's actually an L and a 1. The next two are zeros.
Oh my goodness.
The true meaning behind the bloody writing isn't Miss Wood's name. It's the number of gauge on this bomb transport case.
What are you talking about? The next part doesn't make any sense. The next number is a 1, but the bloody writing says D.
Objection!
But the number on the case and the bloody writing can be made to match up quite easily. And this is how the number on the transport case can be made to match the bloody writing. Erase. No, not one line. I meant to put 2 lines. Because the W as well.
Alright, I'll raise one of the O's. Wads. What's that supposed to mean?
Your state of mind. I believe it stands for wise, optimistic, dauntless, and serene.
But what in the world? It's no time for a psychology test.
I can't say my state of mind is exactly serene right now, Mr. Wright.
That was just my own stupidity, that was. I guess erasing just one line would do the trick.
Please refrain from making things up as you go along. I'll try again.
There we go. I like this. Please raise the third downward stroke of the W and the curved part of the D. There we go.
Well, would you look at that? L-I-O-O-I-S. Lewis.
No, Your Honour. It's meant to be read as a word. The number is L10015, which, if you take away the final R, is the exact same number that's on the bomb transport case.
You raise 2 lines and they match up, you say? Well, I can change it. I didn't do anything else. Simply raising 2 lines. What if you raise 2 lines from a name? Would you be happy as Mr. Rye?
Well, would you, Mr. Rye?
The only right spelling is right. Okay. pretty well here. I think I've drawn the right conclusion. Detective Arm's real message to us is the bomb transport case number. Your Honor, the 2 lines were added by the real couple to intentionally mislead people. What? The original message Detective Arm left behind was the transport case number, but whoever assaulted Apollo changed the message. And if you're right, boss, then what are you supposed Detective Arm was trying to tell us? Good question. What does this number represent? Do you see this number here? That is my identification number. Candace Arm lost her life in the courtroom bombing. Her dying message could only have had one purpose. No! To tell us the name of the one responsible for the bombing.
Well, don't keep us in suspense, Mr. Wright. Tell us who he's trying to name.
The culprit that the victim was trying to identify is none other than...
Take that!
The defense wishes to indict Mr. Ted Tonate on the charge of the courtroom bombing.
Ted Tonate?
Apparently, disabling bombs is Mr. Tonate's only speciality. Somehow, the victim must have realized that he was a bomber. So, when she was caught in the blast, she left his bomb transport case number as her dying message. She used Mr. Tonate's own ID number to finger him for the crime.
Why would anyone go out of the way to change an ID number? Why they simply write the person's name?
He's got a good point there.
Why do I have to say that, Mr. Wright?
I don't think Detective Arm would know the answer to that, but allow me to offer a theory. Perhaps Detective Arm couldn't recall Mr. Tonate's name in the heat of the moment. As I recall, this was the first meeting between the two. It's entirely possible they wouldn't have been familiar with each other.
Or maybe using the ID number was a way to hide its true meaning from the real culprit. Thus lowering the odds they would have raised the bloody writing.
But no matter what the reason, the important thing is the meaning behind her message. The fact remains she wrote Mr. Tonate's ID number.
Now, just one moment here. There hasn't been any proof yet. It was indeed Detective Arm who wrote it. The bloody writing wasn't found during the investigation after the blast. If Detective Arm hadn't left a message, it should have been found at that time.
Naturally, Mr. Tonate hid it before anyone else could discover it. And there's a simple explanation for how he's able to do so.
What?
Mr. Tonate was able to cover the message up because he's the first to find the body. The first person to discover the bloody writing was Mr. Tonate himself. I was the first on the scene after the explosion. I went there to ensure safety, but I ended up discovering a dead body. When Mr. Tonate saw the victim and had written his ID number, he used the bomb transport case to cover up the bloody writing as a stopgap measure. Oh, so that's why the message in blood was on the transport case. But, he didn't have enough time to try and scribble away the writing. If he didn't report the body right away, he would look suspicious. So those letters lived on to serve another function. When Mr. Tonate used them in another incident.
Ooh, here's all of Mr. Justice.
Exactly. Mr. Tonate hit upon the plan to use the bloody writing for his own purposes. So he didn't clean it away. Instead, he made it look like Mr. Justice wrote it. By adding 2 lines to the writing that Detective Arm left behind, he changed the meaning of the message. He made it look like Mr. Justice was accusing Miss Woods of the attack. Wait, oh my god, there's a lot. God, that's a lot. So that means the only person who could have altered the bloody writing was the courtroom bomber, who was the same person that assaulted Mr. Justice. And that person is Ted Tonate. Yeah!
Order in the court. Order, I see. It looks like we will have to hear from the bomb specialist himself. Miss Payne, please have Mr. Tony take the witness stand.
Yes, Your Honor.
That was great, Mr. Wright. Just doing what I do best. Just flying by the seat of my pants.
Detonate.
T-detonate. True that. Tree-detonate. T-detonate. Detonate. Woo. Dismantle of the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try. I finally draw Mr. Tony back onto the witness stand. Looks like you'll get your wish, Goggle Man. Now watch me take your lies apart. So he's back.
Mr. Tony, I'm afraid we have a few more questions for you.
I understand the situation, Your Honor. I was keeping a close eye on the proceedings from the gallery. The allegations are all laughable.
Objection!
I wouldn't be laughing if I were you, Mr. Tony. The message in blood matches your ID number. Ooh, you actually get camera movement now. Ooh, the same ID number that was there on the bomb transport case. Such a far-fetched theory, no better than a gold ball of wires. I'll have them.
I'll have them untangled for you in no time at all.
You were the first person on the scene after Detective R left a message in blood. You were the only one who could have hidden the writing and then used it again later. I see times two. I see. I was just going to say as is. I see times two. But then let me ask you, do you have any proof that Detective R wrote that message?
That's a very good question. Well, do you, Mr. Wright?
Well, the best way to prove that Detective R wrote that message is to... Your Honor, I request a DNA test be performed on the blood itself. Once we know whose it is, it'll be obvious who wrote the message.
Very well. Bailiff, please put in a request for a DNA test to the forensics team.
Yes, Your Honor.
It'll be some time before you have the results of the analysis. Until then, let's hear more from the witness.
I would like nothing more, Your Honor. God, I'm hot. Just taking my jacket off. God, it's hot. I want the court to hear how ridiculous the defense's theory is. I admit I was the first one on the scene after the explosion, but there was no bloody writing there at the time. Anyway, there is no way Detective Arm could have written it. She struck her head on rubble and died near the courtroom entrance. She was too far away from where the bloody message was found. Yeah, that's the only issue. So you're saying the victim's body was nowhere near where the writing was? Precisely. It is as plain as day that she could not have written it.
It's true, the body was discovered near the entrance of the courtroom. As you can see, there is blood on the rubble near the victim's body. She must have died after hitting her head there.
I see.
Okay. No.
All right, then, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination.
Do you have what it takes to take my infallible testimony apart? I think this one's a pressing guess one for the time being. Why were you the first person on the scene? To secure the area, it is a regulation for a bomb disposal specialist to enter first.
In other words, you had an opportunity to alter the bloody writing then, didn't you?
Well,
Objection!
Mr. Wright, please don't interrupt. Mr. Tony is about to give testimony that will show how wrong your reasoning is.
I think he's about to say something interesting too. When I went in and saw the aftermath, well, it was quite the disaster.
Hold it!
Were you able to tell this even with those goggles on? Hang on a sec.
All my rat dead.
Oh, well, that's not good.
With these goggles, there's no way I could have missed something like that. I can see quite well with them. In fact, I can see every hair on your spiky head.
Oh, you have a few grays, Mr. Wright.
What? Poor Mr. Wright, you're always working so hard keeping our office together. Wait a minute, I don't have any grey hairs.
Just kidding.
Objection!
Ugh. I object to the witness's attempt to prematurely give me grey hair.
Yay!
Fair enough.
Mr. Tony, this court frowns upon untoward comments on the person's hair, or lack thereof.
I'm sensing a great wave of
Sorrow coming from the judge.
My apologies, Your Honor. May I please continue my testimony?
Time to stress.
Hold it!
Fair. Everyone has stress. Everyone has a lot of stress in it. Mr. Justice, of course. Oh yeah. Should have probably said that. If she didn't write it, then who do you propose did? Just before dying, he wrote the name of his attacker during the poll words.
A final message from your preposterous subordinate.
Poor Mr. Justice. I'm starting to get all misty-eyed.
Although he's not dead, folks.
So how can you be so sure it wasn't Detective Hall who wrote the message?
It is very simple. She had struck her head on rubble and died near the courtroom entrance.
Objection!
You are a terrible liar, Mr. Tonate. Take a look at this autopsy. Specifically the part about Detective Arm's head injury. Cause of death? Trauma to back of head caused by impact with a flat object. Yes, what about it?
Now take a good look at the bloody piece of rubble. It's sharp and pointed. And these dollars I know is it.
Difficulty quick are in. That game in Prosperity 1 it's all good. Slow and nice then it's go to P2 it's okay difficulty then go. Dead coming.
I'm confused. What? I'm confused now. What are you talking about? Yeah, I don't think text-to-speech likes your long-winded... I say, not long-winded, but rather long paragraphs that you do. I don't think text-to-speech likes that. Tends to cut you off. Sorry, I'm just mocking my friend for having to go to work. Hey, you're right, Buzz. It is pointy. Oh, just like your hair.
Well, that is odd, isn't it?
You play as the Princess of Fallen Kingdom.
Ooh, nice.
What could be the meaning of this contradiction?
I believe it means the victim did not hit her head on this piece of rubble. The bloodstain you see is just another fabrication. Its purpose is to mislead us into thinking the victim died near the courtroom entrance. Are you claiming Kobe moved the victim's body? That's exactly what I'm claiming. The victim hit her head at some other location, most likely on a floor or some other flat surface. And this location was somewhere near the bloody right. Was somewhere near where the bloody writing was found. In that case, she definitely could have written the message. Your Honor, I have the results of the bloodstain analysis.
Ah, very good timing. Let's take a look. According to this report, the message was written in Detective Ron's blood, and as the defense claims, only the part of the message that were added afterwards were written in Master Justice's blood. Appear the defense's assertion is correct after all.
It's like oxygen not included.
Ah, I know Oxygen Not Included. I know that game. Yes, you did it. You were right, boss. Now I have to drive it home. I'll have to take a good look at the bloody writing analysis later. Okay. 1.
Mr. Jones, it is now apparent that you have taught several lies to this court. I hope you have some sort of explanation for yourself.
Ellipses, ellipses, ellipses. Fine, I will confess. You will? But why are you so calm? This time I will tell the truth.
Happy player main rat. The princess run around managing your rat kingdom.
Sounds cool, actually. Nice. It is true that Detective Arm wrote my ID number. She very plainly wrote LL10015R. I was shocked, but I did not detonate the bomb. Detective Arm must have mistaken me for the real bomber. Not wanting to be accused, I moved the body and covered the writing. My bad.
I see. So it is your assertion that you merely moved the body, is that it?
Hard as shit.
Yeah, makes sense. That is correct. I did not kill Detective Arm.
Oh, well, if that's all you did, then... Wait a minute. That in of itself is a criminal act.
How does he finally cross that finish line, Your Honor?
Very well, then. No cross-examination, please, Mr. Wright.
The truth.
Hold it!
Another pressing gas? See, maybe you actually did see the bloody writing in the Detective Arm left. My bad. I should have said so from the outset. And you're sure it was your ID number? I'm sure. It was definitely my ID number. That number was assigned exclusively to me by the police department. The number is assigned to my goggles as well. So those funky things were provided by the police department.
YouTube crashed.
Ah, good night, YouTube. YouTube always crashes. Although, these are special goggles, customized by me personally. Speaking of personalized, these sunglasses of mine were custom made as well. They were specially created to be particularly dark and shiny.
Speaking of special, my cover is made of mahogany. That is custom made as well. It's specially created to make a particularly loud and sounding sound.
Wish I had something to brag about. Be all that as it may, I just wanted to reconfirm that you saw the writing clearly. And that it was your ID number.
That is correct. My ID number was written in blood on the floor. She very plainly wrote L10015R, and I was shocked.
We see, here's the thing I don't know what to do. Because you can't see the R. I don't know whether they're going to count that as a contradiction or not, but I'm going to try it. They are going to count it as a contradiction.
The difficulty spike up every prosperity LV up. So I tried play slow but winter coming.
Ugh, winter. Winter's coming. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Yeah, I wasn't sure whether they were going to count it as a contradiction or what, but there you go. I just wanted to make doubly sure that L10015R is really what you saw written in blood.
Yes, it very clearly said L10015R.
But that's odd, because that's not what I see.
What on earth are you babbling on about now? See, you find the bloody writing was his ID number in the first place.
Take a good look at the photo in the bloody writing analysis. Now, tell me, does it really say L10015R? Oh. Something is missing, isn't it? And that something is the final R.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Turnate?
Uh-oh. Right now, I remember there was no R at the end. It was just a slip of the finger, my bad.
Come back, my beautiful contradiction! No!
That's right, it was a slip of the finger. You have something for me, Athena? He's extremely agitated, almost panicked.
He does look pretty flustered. I mean, the guy is chewing on wires and is about to give himself an electrical shock. So, yeah, probably not great, really.
Well, Mr. Wright, it appears it was nothing more than a mere mistake.
I don't know. Did he really just make a typo? What about that R? Did Mr. Turnip really see it? No, he did actually see it, because there are remnants of an R there. Maybe it's Mr. Turnip really did see the R. Well, there's no R anywhere in the word, right? Bloody writing. What's going on here? Huh? Now I take another good look at the photo. I think maybe...
That's it! Oh, what is it now, Mr. Wright? Are you trying to imitate Apollo when he's caught to steal?
I got it. So that's what happened. A slip of the finger. Is that really what it was? Because I don't think so. I remember as the Mr. Returnator really did see the letter R.
But the photo clearly shows that there is no R.
No, Your Honour. Actually, just the opposite is true. The photo shows that Mr. Returnator actually could have seen the R.
I won't weigh that clean.
Is not growing. So either hunting or stock up food, and hunting lost HP and you only heal when you make beds that mean.
Oh. So it's not a... See, so because of winter, you tend to die. A lot of rats tend to pass on, tend to die.
We're going to make that claim, then you'd better be able to point out what you mean. What part of the photos is Mr. Turnate could have seen the R?
The R.
Take that!
Please look here to the right of the 5. Do you see a little bit of red?
Ooh, I see it! Just on the edge of where the floor is broken up.
And that's the R that Mr. Turnate saw.
It's true the witness wears some very young goggles. That doesn't mean his eyesight is bad, no brain power. We'll put a little smudge on some light to you.
But what Mr. Turnate saw wasn't that little smudge. There was a whole and complete R written there, before the floor was damaged by the explosion.
Oh, well, that explains... Huh?
Can you explain what you mean?
Because you just proposed that everything happened in the exact opposite order. Yep, that's because that's the way it really went down. The timing of when the R was written turns everything about this case around. Now then, if the floor was damaged by the explosion, when was the message written? With the bloody message running off the edge of the damaged floor like that, we can only conclude that it was written before the explosion.
But that's ridiculous.
If that were true, it overturns your own premise.
Strat is easy, but when you play hardcore like me, the attack going 1-3 day in hard mode is 2-3 normal 3-5 and easy. Don't think about.
Fair. I don't really know what that means, but sure. The victim was not killed by the explosion in the courtroom. She was killed before the explosion ever occurred. Ooh.
Order in the court.
What kind of preposterous claim is that? Here we gun the victim's body was found at the scene of the explosion.
True, but consider this scenario. She was hit in the head and killed before the explosion, or even before the trial began. Her body was subsequently placed in the courtroom ruins after the bombing occurred. That way, it could be made to look like she was a victim of the blast.
What?
Sounds like we had better look into what the victim was doing before the trial. Let's bring it to the Detective Arm before the trial.
Let's see. According to the police report... Yeah, here it is. One person saw the victim before the trial, and that person was... Tonate. Wait, what?
No one besides Mr. Tony saw the victim.
That appears to be the case, Your Honor.
Ellipses. I would now ask the court to recall something. Specifically, Mr. Tony's words from yesterday. It was a Detective Arm and I were transporting that arm.
Oh my!
Mr. Tony, just before the trial, you were with the victim. The two of you were together at the scene of the crime in courtroom number 4. The words effort and height percentage and 2 because it was. Your Honor, the defense requests new testimony from Mr. Tonate.
And hard is 2 to 3 day, and normal is 5 to 6 day, and easy. It's easy, don't think about it.
Fair. Makes sense. I wish to hear what he has to say about his whereabouts just before the trial.
Mr. Tony, your testimony, please.
My testimony, there's no need for what's the fuck excuse the head realized as a very dead. He's completely nervous, right? You must have hit the nail on the head. Because the doctor, all I did was transport the bomb to the good room. I told you, but it was.
Blast this thing! I was only in the courtroom with the victim because of our work. I swear, I was the only transporting the bomb there.
You and the victim were alone together at the scene of the crime. In other words, you certainly had the opportunity to commit murder, did you not?
Difficulty, it's so easy.
Do you always leave yourself so open to attacks, Mr. Wright?
Fair, that makes sense. What now, Mr. Payne?
Yes, Mr. Tony may have had the opportunity to counter the crime, but an important piece of your assertion is missing.
What important piece?
The murder weapon. What do you claim was used to kill the victim?
Mr. Payne has a point. But even if Mr. Tony had a chance, and without a weapon, we can't really accuse him of the crime.
Well, Mr. Tony...
Oh, yeah. That's right. I didn't have any sort of weapon that could be used, thing on me that could be used as a murder weapon on me. I couldn't possibly have killed Detective Arm. Did he really have nothing he could use as a murder weapon?
What is it, Athena?
Just looking over the victim's autopsy report. I'm hoping there's something in here that can point us in the right direction.
Well, it does say that she died from trauma to the back of the head with a flat object.
And normal is when you need to start using strategy and planning ahead.
Oh, I never plan ahead. I'm good at strategy. I'm really good at strategy. I never really plan ahead, though. Although sometimes I do, depending on the game. All you would need is a flat surface, right? A heavy blunt object with a flat surface could definitely be our murder weapon.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you indicate for the court what was used to cause this bomb?
It would be the bomb. I believe I can.
Leave being the key word here.
You can? Then please do so now. What does Mr. Attorney have that could be used as a murder weapon?
The bomb.
Take that!
Mr. Turret, you say you didn't have anything that could be used as a weapon.
Hard as you need to micro-organize everything, it's stressing but fun.
Oh, I don't do well with stress. Well, I do, but there you go. But in fact, you are the perfect thing.
What? What the devil are you talking about?
You had this.
That's the bomb. But I thought I tried to prove the victim wasn't killed by the bomb blast.
The bomb blast, no. But I do believe Candice Arm was killed with this bomb. Because this is the blunt object that delivered the fatal blow to her head. Please recall a description of Detective Arm's head wound. Trauma to back of head caused by impact with a flat object. I assume this injury was sustained when she hit her head on the floor. But a blow from any fat side of this bomb would produce the same wound pattern.
Tracks, it's getting easier, but every LV prosperity the attack is
What's
harder.
with him?
Then show me some proof. Where's the evidence that I hit the victim with the bomb?
Yeah. Oh, he's right. I don't really have anything. I don't have any decisive evidence.
Did you find any victim's blood on the bomb? Well, that would be decisive proof. But too bad. The bomb is blown to bits. It's long gone. Boom. Game over. Yeah.
It's right. Is it really on the bomb in the photo? Oh, I don't see any blood or anything.
The crack.
Hang on a sec. Yeah, I was going to say the crack. Wait, the time display is a little broken here. Maybe broken and made detect contact with the detective's arm head. But unless we find a fragment with the victim's blood on it, it's not going to count. I guess you're right. By setting off the bomb, Tony managed to obliterate all traces of the murder weapon. What in the world do I do now? At times like this, I've got to change gears and look at things in a different way. Instead of looking for the things he wasn't able to hide, I should be looking for a way to expose the things he did hide. Ted Turnate murdered Detective Vaughn before the trial started, then he placed her body in the courtroom after the bomb went off, which means there was something he needed to keep
You
hidden
never
until
wonder why the
then.
bomb in courtroom.
And I think I have just the thing. Times was sent the photo that shows exactly what Mr. Turnate had to hide. I mean the body?
Take that!
Your Honor, there's something we've all been overlooking. If the murder took place before the trial, then Mr. Turnate would have had to hide the body somewhere during the trial. Hey, you're right. If you can figure out where that hiding place was, exactly, we might be able to find some evidence we can pin him down with. So where could Mr. Turnate have hidden the body during the trial? Well, the only place I would know is the bomb transport case. Big enough? Wait, a box big enough for a body? A box that was in the courtroom the whole time? A box nobody would touch if they thought there was a bomb in it? Mr. Turnate? What is it? Do you finally have some decisive evidence to show me? No, you're the one who's going to show it to me. Come again. You heard me. Now show me what's inside the bomb transport case.
What? Why? No, there's no need.
I've got it now. Just before the trial, you killed the victim with a blunt object, and then you placed her body in the ruins of the courtroom after the bomb went off. Clearly, you were trying to make it look like she died in the explosion, but where was the body hidden during the trial?
Oh, well, I had more of that.
Pardon me, the answer is right here. Inside a box made of thick alloy plating that can withstand any impact.
No, that's completely false.
If it's false, you should have no objections to showing us your transport case. So let's open it up and take a look inside, shall we?
Hold it.
Yeah.
Let's not.
Let's not. Not if you value your life. Not if you value your life. What's he up to now? What do you mean it's a fluke? What's a fluke? Remain calm and listen carefully. This bomb will detonate in 5 minutes.
What?
Huh? I repeat, this HH3000 will detonate in 5 minutes. What was that? He carries a what? A bomb. I love it when the speech to text does that. He carries a bomb.
It's a blue.
It's a blue. What's going on? Your Honor, I recommend you adjourn this trial before this bomb goes off.
Mr. Turnate, are you threatening me?
Sorry, I am the only one who could disable this God damn it, this bomb. If you do not want to die, your only option is to listen to him over there. Me.
Mr. Turnate, did you see this history email of things practice on?
I did, but I also lied. This is the real deal. This is the HH3000. But the HH3000 was used to blow up courtroom number 4, wasn't it? How do you know it was the real HH3000 that blew up courtroom number 4? Huh? The bomb that blew up the courtroom was a different one that I made.
What? You mean to take that as a complaint on your part?
Take it any way you would like. Just before the trial, I took the HH3000 out of the stuffed animal and put my own bomb into it. That was the bomb that exploded and destroyed Cutter and Mama Boy.
Mr. Tony, please be reasonable. Do you really expect us to believe a crazy story like that?
The HH3000, it is so unique, I had never seen anything like it. It is so unique that I could not replicate the detonation set mechanism, so I just had to have it. Besides, if anyone look inside the stuffed animal during the trial, did anyone check to see if it really was the HH3000 in there?
I must confess, you don't want to open the stuffed animal to check.
It's always the Russians. Sorry, it's too political? I mean, I'm kind of going off of more Stranger Things there, I think, but too political? No? Okay.
So there is a possibility that Mom was switched out.
No, not a possibility, a certainty, I did it. So he's had a real bomb with him this whole time. You had better get out of here while you can. You do not have much time.
Oh dear. Order in the court!
I'm out of here! It's gonna blow! Run! You four are still here. Well, aren't you brave?
It just wouldn't do for the judge presiding over this court to run. But that horrible explosion the other day.
The judge looks like he's about to book it for the nearest exit any second. As for Mr. Payne...
That is...
I was gonna say... And he's off.
Mr. Wright, what do we do?
It'd be pretty pathetic to run now, wouldn't it? But the bomb might really go off. Only 3 more minutes. Only 3 more minutes, folks. Is that bomb really an HH3000? What should he do? What if I run? I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save and see what happens if I run. No, I can't do that. I can't run. Not now.
Mr. Wright, that look on your face.
He is one of the line of gallery in Shady Trial. Who care less talk about Beldam?
Beldam? What's Beldam?
You weren't thinking of running away like a yellow-bellied chicken, were you?
Boss, I would never have expected that from you.
It's reference.
Ah, I've never played Pokemon C. Yeah, sorry. I only thought about it for a second.
Unacceptable, Mr. Wright. If you think about running away again, I'll be forced to throw you out of this courtroom.
I wish you would, Your Honor. I'd better reconsider my next course of action. What should I do? Oh, okay. I just come back here. I can't run now. Well, it's been fun, but I will be going now with my dear H3000, naturally. And by the way, I would advise against me having me followed. Even no remote switch. This bomb can still be triggered manually. If I think I'm being followed, I will detonate it on the spot. Farewell. Objection. Hold it. Whichever one. You're not going anywhere, Ted, tonight. Oh. Your Honor, there's no reason to be afraid. My mum is a fake.
You sure I was right?
Ellipses. More of your famous bluffing, even at the risk of your own life.
Mr. Wright, no, you're bluffing now. Not on a time like this. Lives are on the line here.
I'm not bluffing, and I have proof.
You do?
We do. Yes, of course, Your Honor. It's right here in the photo of the bomb, clear as day. Proof that Mr. Tony's bomb is not the real HH3000.
Ready? I'll do it then. Immediately. Where's the proof? Mr. Tony is... hold on. Yes. I'm assuming it's cracked. Yes.
And the display for the timer on the bomb, the photo is broken.
In shady trial.
Yeah. Most likely it broke when Mr. Tony used. I mean, look. Ted Tennant has always been shady. From the moment we saw him. I do like the music though. Very like powerful and very most likely it broke when Mr. Tony used the bomb to attack Detective Arm, and the display on the bomb in front of us is not broken.
Oh, alright.
Therefore, this is not the real HH3000. Mr. Tony was clearly lying when he said he switched out the bomb on his stuffed animal. The real HH3000 blew up in courtroom number 4. This bomb is nothing more than a fake, a model used for training purposes. Fear not, Your Honor. I will examine the inside of the bomb transport case myself.
Yes, please do that, Mr. Light.
No, stop! Blood.
I know
Exactly.
I killed countless people, but I didn't kill her, I swear. Mikamoto slowly standing up for his chair.
For his chair? You go, chair. You've got this.
What is that? Is that a machine?
Just as I expected. Your lies have all been blown to bits, Mr. Turnate. I'm confident DNA analysis on this blood stain will confirm that it is Detective Arm's blood, and that those results will conclusively prove that you murdered Detective Arm. How about it, Mr. Turnate? Think you can dismantle this decisive evidence? Ooh, that's nice. I like that.
Dismantle it. You're too late. You missed your chance to run, so now you're out of time. This HG3000 is about to explode.
Don't threaten us, Mr. Turnate. I've already proved that your bomb is a fake. I mean, that's true.
It's real. This bomb is a real thing, I tell you. It's real.
Bad bomber, party of one.
There's no time left. It's going to blow. I have to disarm it. I have to take it apart. I can dismantle anything. I can take apart evidence. I can take apart bombs. I can dismantle it all. Dismantle. I'm not gonna make it. There's no one thing left to do. Stop!
Ooh. I mean, that is one way of disarming a bomb, I guess.
Oh dear. I guess I just chinned myself. Let me pass out. Made it!
Aw, still going. We're dead. Game over. Dismantle attempt failed. See, that's a shame. Oh well. That is kind of... Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Oh, this music. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's all over. My life has been blown to bits. It's all that stupid woman's fault. I was selling the bombs I disarmed on the black market. When I tried to take this one, she just had to notice, didn't she? She confronted me in call room number 4 that day. That's why I had no choice. Before I knew what I was doing, I hit her. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. While I was looking for a place to hide her body, she left a message in her own blood. The trial was about to start, so I didn't have time to clean it up. And now all this. Well, for sure I could disguise her death with an explosion. And that stupid defense attorney started sticking his nose into my business.
Oh, after that testimony yesterday, I went into corner number 4 and... Well, I found that kid all up in my bomb transport case. That's when I stuck up behind him and... BAM! And when the idiot police arrested that little girl, I thought for sure I could put it all on her. Why? Oh, why? Detonate, you are hereby under arrest on suspicion of the courtroom bombing and the assault on Mr. Justice. Your innocence or guilt will be determined at a later trial. Now then, see the members of the public have returned to the gallery. One person, however, seems to still be running far, far away. Be that as it may, I will now announce Mr. Rupert verdict. Not guilty.
Yay! Woo! Yay! Woo! And we actually get proper confetti this time instead of just specks of dots. Ah, look, we even get to see a little bit of everyone. And not Pain. And the judge. Can I just say, imagine if this all actually happened in a real court of law. You're just in court and you get declared not guilty and then boom! Confetti.
Order adjourned.
That was a nice little ending, that. December 18th, 12:31 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 5. You did it, boss! Yeah, guess we managed to pull it off somehow. So many mysteries cleared up all at once. Oh, it was amazing! It just sort of worked out that way, didn't it? It's the kind of thing that usually just works out. You made it happen. Oh, the way that mean old prosecutor hightailed it out of it? Oh, it was great.
Mr. Wright, Nina, thank you for everything you did for me.
I'm so happy for you, Judy. Thank you. Now back home to the forest in peace.
I hope both of you will come and visit me there sometime.
Well, that'd be nice. Thank you for the invitation.
I don't know, Mr. Wright. I'm not sure you can make it all the way up to Judy's house. How high up do you live again, Judy?
Wait, I'm gonna sneeze. Bless me.
Around 3,000 feet, I think.
What? Exactly, what? That's a forest, it's a mountain. But you know, boss, there's something that still bothers me about the case. Well, the mystery we never got around to solving. Oh, that? Yeah, I was wondering about that too. Is this the unsolved mystery you're thinking of?
Take that!
The remote switch, right?
Yeah, I wonder where it disappeared to. Maybe Mr. Tony just got rid of it somewhere.
Yeah. It's a pretty big thing to leave unsolved, though. Well, let's leave it up to the police to find. For now, we should be celebrating our non-guilty verdict.
Well, I guess you're right.
Hey, I know. Judy, should we go for probably good news? You know, to that certain someone.
Next case is a first case of Athena Yadley.
Yay, what the hell was that? Okay. Huh? A grandmother? No, silly, it's Apollo. All right. Well, when we all go to the hospital together to see him. Fair enough. Granny dear, really bored out of his mind.
Okay.
And so the courtroom bombing case came to a close. And the next trial was just over the horizon. There's never a dull moment with so many lawyers in the office, that's for sure. Apollo Justice, Athena 6, and me, Phoenix Wright. Between the three of us, there's no case we can't solve. When our powers combine, we're an unstoppable team. At least, that's what I believed. But all of that changed with what Apollo said to us that day. I was going to say there was no the end or something like that. I was like, what's happening? It was something that would put my faith in us to the ultimate test. Date? Unknown. Time? Unknown. Right? Anything agency? What? What?
Sorry, but I'll be taking a leave of absence.
Wait,
What?
what do you mean by a leave?
Why?
Can you at least give me a reason why?
Yeah.
I can only say that this is something I must settle on my own.
You've just joined Apollo. Oh, hi, Tracy. Didn't know you were still here. Oops. But fair enough. I mean, it makes sense because, I mean, she is Phoenix Wright's adoptive daughter. God damn, Apollo. Come on, you've just joined.
Oh, why, Apollo? Why are you shutting us out?
I
It's
don't
because
know.
It's not the first case.
I don't know. I don't care if it's not the actual technical first case, as you keep putting it. I need reasons. What happened to you? What happened to you, Apollo? Ever since you put that jacket on, you've changed. And now, for whatever reason, all my mind keeps doing is returning to the day I first met you. We had tackled our first case together, he and I, this past spring. And as we did, I came to know who he is and how he thinks. It was a very peculiar case, one in which the victim was
That is
killed by a
nuts.
mythical creature. God damn, dude.
Or peanut.
Oh my god. God damn, that's case one complete. Okay. I am intrigued. Yeah, why not? We know what we do. If there's any cutscenes or anything, we watch, and then, yeah, like that.
Case incomplete.
Like we did with Apollo's game. Any cutscenes, we watch, and then we stop. Oh, this is... What in the world? Ooh. Ooh, is that like some demon? Well,
Long,
not
long
demon,
ago,
but...
the
Oh,
nine-tailed fox defeated the evil Tenmataro and
yeah.
sent the fallen demon away.
Yatagarasu.
To this day, it is
Wait,
said that
no.
he slumbers even still within the forbidden chamber.
No, that's the Ace Attorney Investigations games. We should know this. The Yatagarasu. Who are you? Oh, hello.
Night, night, Alderman. Sweet dreams.
Ooh. Well, I wasn't expecting to find out who the second case killer was. Oh.
At long last, the revival of Tenmataro is at hand.
Ooh. Ooh. A few months prior to the courthouse bombing. Well, I think that's a very good place to stop off, I think, shall we say.
It's
But-
first case for Athena, yay.
Well, yeah, I guess so. But if you guys did enjoy this episode, please,
Might
please,
have.
please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really, really does help. Click the bell icon down below to be notified when I live stream or upload a video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!